It is Thursday, March 26th, and we are ready for another homework workout here. It's great, man. So what do we have today? We have 3 parts. We're gonna have a good little all-round warm-up. We're gonna have some mobility in the middle, and then we're gonna finish off with a very nice workout. There's gonna be 4 time today. 4 time means we have scores, so I need you to go to the app. I was a bit late today with getting the phone in there, but I'm gonna get that action going. I'm in the app already. I go to WOD. I go to that homework workout, and I can just keep clicking until I find the right day. Beautiful. So in that last part has a scored part. I need you guys to stay involved with us and lock your score when you've completed this workout. Now let's get started. Time for the warm-up. Part 1 of today's session. It's a 5-minute quality AMRAP. Don't go for score, just get movements going. We need to get the body nice and warm. We're gonna have some inchworms going on, warm up the hips and the hamstrings. We're gonna get some shoulder warm-ups going on, and obviously add some additional ab work right from the get-go. Now, let's start off on the first movement. That is going to be the inchworm. We're gonna have Marloes and Ben demo the inchworm for me. Now, Marloes is gonna do the more advanced version. So let's start on the inchworm both together. And the idea of the inchworm, guys, is to walk your way out as far as possible, maintain tension in the belly, walk your way up by driving your butt into the ceiling, your heels into the floor. And Marloes' hands come way in front of her shoulder, but Ben's hands just stay right underneath his shoulder. This is a slightly easier option. I want you to go for one that allows you to feel challenged, but also to maintain proper tension in the belly. That is good, guys. Now while you're there, let's go on the floor. Let's go to the second movement right away. It's the floor T-raise. Now we set this up kind of like a Superman. Legs are going to be together, but the only thing you lift off the floor first is your chest. Your thumbs are going to be pointing to the ceiling. Your arms are going to be long. You're going to pull your shoulder blades together like there's something in between your shoulders, and you hold that position for a second. Let's raise up. Hold it for a second. Drive the arms back down. Good. Raise back up. Good. Now you guys keep going. Now while you're doing this, to make it slightly more difficult and challenge the core a bit more, you can also lift up the legs like Marloes is doing right now. Then you're like in a Superman position and then doing the T-races on the floor. Great warm-up exercise for the shoulders, also good for nice and healthy shoulders as well. Now our third movement in the warm-up will be the cross V-up. I need you to go to lay on your back here. And we're going to both start off in what we consider to be a hollow body position. And Marloes is going to go on with the regular cross V-up. So let's go, Marloes. Let's start off on there. So right arm goes to left leg, left arm goes to right leg, etc. It's a tough movement. I always call it just meet in the middle. And then Ben is going to do his skill by doing this with a bended leg. So we call this like a cross tuck-up, or whatever name you guys want to give to this movement. Focus on staying tight even when you reach back down. And again, meet in the middle. Let's get started on this warm-up all together. You guys just watched us demo the movements. Now it's time to join in on the action. I'm using my SmartWatt app to go for a 5-minute AMRAP here. It's not because we need a score or we need to move fast, but just we need to keep track of time in this little workout here. So it is 3 inchworms, then 10 T-races on the floor, and then 10 cross V-ups, right? Did I say that correctly? I said that correctly. That's perfect. So if you guys are ready, you got your app ready. They're ready to start off. We're going to do 1 round together, then you guys continue for the rest of the 5 minutes. Okay, we start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you don't have to be fast here. I just want you to focus on perfect movement, right? So maintain that proper plank, get up nice and high. Specifically when you drive your butt up to the ceiling on that inchworm, aim to drive your heels into the floor to get a good stretch in the hamstring and maybe even a bit in the calves. Taking a breather in the middle is all good. Never forget about that. That's good. So you finish the third one, and then it's time to go on the floor, face down, belly on the floor. We're gonna start on our T-races. We do 10 reps. I do like you to always add that 1 second hold in a position for the simple reason of, hey, we're doing a warm-up. Right? Let's make it useful as well. And Marloes is having her legs up, making it slightly more difficult there, which is all good. Ben is doing what I just consider the good and regular version there. It's all about squeezing those shoulders together. Now we're not going to do lots and lots of rounds in this 5-minute time frame, but we're going to get probably 2 or 2.5 quality rounds. So the third movement we're doing is the cross V-up for 10 reps. Now if you guys can't keep up on this tempo, or you're way ahead of this tempo, that is all good. You want to find your own speed at which you can work on to execute this all perfectly. So 10 cross V-ups, you alternate the reps you do. So if you want one of those people that thinks reps per side, in that case, it's 5 reps per side. Keep your shoulder blades off the floor. That is always good, specifically in that tucked up position. And then they have completed a round each, right? They both did a round. They're about 1 minute and 40 seconds in. That leaves some time left in a 5-minute time frame. I need you guys to finish the 5 minutes with quality work. Continue now and press pause. Part 2 of the day. You are going to need your SmartWatt app for this. So I used the SmartWatt app. I placed 45-second intervals, although it is 30 seconds in the workout. That has to do with the fact that we're going to have to switch from one leg to the other in the stretches. Now, we're going to start off with this all together right away. So come off the couch and join us in this one, because we're going to start with doing the Flexi swimmer. So what I need you guys to do right away is place your feet underneath your hips, like Ben and Marloes are doing as well. Now behind your body, you're going to wrap your hands and you're going to get your fingers folded in. You're going to extend your arms from here. Now you're going to keep your legs straight and you're going to simply fold forward from the hips. Now you're back and round, that is all good. Now once you're here, you're going to take your arms forward as much as you possibly can. You hold it, you come back. Nice and slow, good. Let's do it again. That was 1 rep. We move on for the second. Slowly fold and then reach down with the hands and the arms. 1, 2. Let's come back up. That was 2 reps. Let's reach forward again. Let's come back. That is 3 reps. Let's come back up. We're going to do 2 more. Forward from the hip. Reach down with the hands. 4 reps. They're actually getting better at it. I hope you guys are getting better at it as well. Let's do the 5th one. Let's hold it and slowly come back up. Now, we move right into our second portion of this mobility session, and that is going to be the pigeon stretch. So I want you to go on the floor, get one leg in front with the knee and ankle on the floor, and get your back knee behind your hip as far as you possibly can. That's a good setup. Now while they're in their setup, I want you to either go for sitting upright or relaxing forward, and I'm going to set my interval timer right now. So we actually have the clock going and we're on in 3, 2, 1, and we're stretching. So we aim to do this for 30 seconds on just one side. And Marloes is like, I call this the collapsing variation of the pigeon because she's completely collapsed on the floor here. But important, her hips are still square. She's not tilting her hips to the side, she's still square with the hips, which is very important. Ben is pushing his body upwards a bit more, which also allows him to drive his hips into the floor. Very important. Guys, we're going to switch in 3, 2, 1. Now you have 15 seconds to switch because I set a 45-second interval timer. We're going to get ready again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And second set of 30 seconds of the pigeon on the other side. Ben is still upright. If you choose to go upright, obviously do it on both legs. If you choose to go in the collapsed variation of the pigeon, obviously do it the entire round on both legs. If you opt for switching, you might want to do that one round in comparison to the other round. So you can play around with the variations because we're doing 1 round together, but you guys eventually will have to do 3 rounds. Okay, that was 30 seconds on this side. You guys can start on your second round of Flexi swimmers. I'll bring it in back to you guys. So we did 1 round together, 5 Flexi swimmers, then 30-second pigeon on the left, 30-second pigeon on the right. The idea is that you do 2 more rounds on your own, play around with the variations, continue by pressing pause. So, finally it's time for part 3, which is the actual workout of today's session. Now, the actual workout has 3 different movements, and to do the workout you need 2 things. You need your SmartWatt app. Since we have a 10-minute time cap, I would go for the 4-time function and use a 10-minute time cap. See a link in the description to download the app. You're also going to need your elastic band, because we need the elastic band for the first movement, right? The first movement is going to be a banded front raise with 2 arms moving at the same time. So let's have a look at how these movements look like, right? Marloes is going to have her palms facing, stand on the band, and with long arms she's going to raise until the band is slightly above the eyes or slightly above the head. She's not aiming for overhead. So when she goes above the eyes, we call this a peekaboo front raise. Beautiful. Now to make it slightly easier, Ben is going as high as his shoulders. Guess what? Can stay low. So he doesn't want his shoulders to go to his ears. No. None of that. No. Shoulders stay down. So he just decreases the range of motion slightly and he focuses on tension throughout the movement. If you have an injury on the shoulder that holds you back from doing that raise, I want you to go for a bend over row with the band. So you hinge forward, sit back a bit, arms along in the bottom, you pull up the elbows, you go back down. You again focus on constant tension. You don't focus on where the band goes, you focus on where the elbows go. And where do they go? Up. It's that simple. Now, our second movement is without the band. It's going to be a tuck jump. So Marloes is going to show us a couple of tuck jumps here. You jump, you pull your knees towards your chest, you stay as upright as you possibly can. Let's do one more. Boom. Very nice explosive movement, lots of hip flexion in there. Now, if you're not comfortable doing this, but you can do it slowly, you still go for the tuck jumps. If you have an injury that says, hey man, I'm an injury and I can't jump, guess what you're going to do? You're going to do mountain climber. So Ben is going to do the injury option for the tuck jump, which is a mountain climber. If you do the mountain climber, you pull in one knee at a time, you find the rhythm, and you keep moving back and forth. Now, if you do this, and the workout has 12 reps of the tuck jump, I want you to do 24 of the mountain climber. So left and right is then 2 reps, and you do 24 in total. Otherwise, you go way too fast. Okay, Ben, stand up. Now, the third movement in this workout is going to be a tuck up with a forced hold in the end position of the tuck up, so where we're very close and connected there. So, Marloes is going to show you the true tuck up. She's going to start in a hollow, she's going to move in, she's going to stay there for 2 seconds, she's going to come back down. She's going to move in, hold it for 2 seconds, come back down. Now in the meantime, Ben is doing a skills variation with the hand next to the body. Move in, move back down. Instead that Ben is going to try to do a hold, Ben is going to focus on remaining a good posture and keeping tension throughout the movement. If he would try to do a hold, he might lose his balance, so he's just going to focus on proper movement. Hey, actually lost balance there. That is great demoing. It is time. I need you guys to join us doing this workout, okay? So we're going to have 5 rounds for time in total of 15 front raises with the band, 12 tuck jumps, and then 9 tuck ups with a 2-second hold in that really close end position there. The time gap is going to be 10 minutes. Again, I use my smartwatch with the 10-minute time cap as a 4-time function. We're going to do 1 round with you guys, and then after that, you guys are going to continue, okay? You guys ready? All right. Starting the timer. It is 3, 2, 1, let's go. So long arms, tension throughout the movement. It doesn't have to be very slow. You can do this for time as long as you're not rushing through the reps by letting the band pull you down very fast. You're always fighting the resistance of the resistance bands. Wow, isn't that great? 15 reps. Marloes is going for that big range of motion, aiming to look underneath the band in the top position, so peekaboo raises there. And Ben is going to around shoulder height because that feels most comfortable for him at the moment. Upon completion of the 15, guys, we move to the tuck jump for 12 repetitions. Let's get started, guys. Here we go, 12 reps, good. Pull them up nice and high. Knees come towards the chest. Try to stay a little bit more upright with the torso if you can. Say sorry to the people living below you. Really focus on pulling the knees forward instead of pulling the heels up. This will jack up the heart rate fast. 12 reps of the tuck jump, solid. And then after the 12, we go for 9 of the tuck ups with the hold in there. 9 reps of that. Very good. We're about a little over a minute in. And if we do this correctly, we actually get that full hold in there. The set doesn't take 5 to 6 seconds. It suddenly takes 20 seconds, which is exactly what we need. Right? Under fatigue from the tuck jumps, we're trying to get some tension. We're trying to use our muscles to brace the core properly. They just did 1 round. It is 5 rounds for time. You need to do 4 more of these rounds. So I need you guys to continue and press pause.